right, welcome back to the Unlocker. So, I own both the Lock Shop and the Unlocker. I'm going to transform the Lock Shop into the Unlocker. So, you'll see the YouTube channel transform from the Lock Shop to the Unlocker, and you're going to see the website, the Lock Shop, transform into the Unlocker. So, if you get a little confused between the Unlocker and the Lock Shop, I own both of them, and I'm going to transform again. It will turn into the will turn into the Unlocker. So, one of the best ways to essentially turn interest in convert interest into paid customers is to not only help them with their interest in what they're trying to get out of, but also entice them to order something from a website and or order your services, whether it's an unlock or anything, right? So what we have here, let me show you. Let me present something. I have a unlocking website, and it'll show you how to convert the interest into a sale. So what we have here is this right here. So here's one of my services. It is the free IMEI checker. So if customers want to, basically, if they have a device that they're interested in purchasing, or you're selling a device and you want to get a full report of the device history, I offer it free, 100% free for customers to get a report on a device, right? All they have to do is submit an IMEI number. I manually take that IMEI number and go plug it into direct codes. I get the full report, and then I send it to them, right? And then, but when I send it to them, if I notice in that report that it is locked to T-Mobile or a Spectrum, or if that device is blacklisted or even iCloud locked, I say, I send them the full report of, here's the report on that device, and oh, also noticed it's locked to Spectrum, or also noticed it's blacklisted. Guess what? We can fix that. And so I'll send them not only the information and then a tip on, hey, I noticed it's locked, we can unlock it, and then I will send them a link underneath that little message to the service that we provide that will unlock it. So, a lot of those will convert into future customers, even if it's not on that specific device. Even if it's in the future on a upcoming device or their next device, they'll be like, oh yeah, there was that place that said that they can unlock it for me. Now, here's what happens. So the customer fills out this information right here. They put their IMEI number in, and it's free, right? It costs me like 10 cents, but I don't care because they convert into sales, right? So what I do is I put in the IMEI. It also turns into repeat customers, quite honestly. So what they'll do, all they have to do is submit the IMEI number, add the bag, and then check out, and it's free of charge. Right? I don't charge them anything. Now it can be either IMEI 1 or IMEI 2. Either one will check and will get the full report. Does not have to be one. It can be either 1 or 2. So after they do that, this is what you will get. Okay, so on my end, and I'm using Equid, right? Equid. Here's a tip. Don't use Shopify. If you're gonna do a unlocking website, do not do Shopify. Shopify. I created a Shopify account and they basically banned me because I was using pictures of iPhones. I was using the Apple logo, Verizon. I think they got me on AT&T. They said I couldn't use AT&T logos. So I took all my logos down, AT&T logos down, and then they got me for like an Apple logo and they banned me. Equid has been awesome. They have not given me any issues whatsoever. Because in the unlocking world, in the unlocking industry, Apple does not want us around. Apple does not want us to unlock phones. AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile do not want us to unlock their devices. So they try to shut us down. Now, Shopify, I believe, is an American company based in America. Equid is based in Canada. Laws are different. So I've used Equid and have not had any issues with them whatsoever. So if just keep that in mind. If you plan on opening an online store, I would stay away from Shopify, right? We'll get into that at a later time. How to operate business online without being blocked, quite honestly. So Equid's here. So here you will get, this is on the back end of Equid. So I showed you the front end where they place the order, I input the IMEI number. This is the back end. This is what I see. So what I'll do is I will take this IMEI number right here, right there, and what I'll do is copy that, right? A lot of times we don't know what phone it is. They will just give us an IMEI. So when you go to direct codes to check what device it is, it'll ask, you have to put in a specific device, iPhone checker, Samsung network checker. But what if a customer just submits the IMEI? You don't know if it's an iPhone or if it's an Android. So that's where the T-Mobile checker comes in, because it'll tell us what phone it is, and then from there we know whether to submit it under an iPhone check or Samsung check or Xiaomi check or Motorola check, right? Because when they submit it, all we got's a number. So you don't know how to, instead of wasting time and money spreading the IMEI around in all different check services, why do that when you can just automatically find what device it is right away? So that's what we're going to do right now. And here we are at the T-Mobile device check. And again, this will let us know, this will identify the device if you just have an IMEI number, and then you can kind of tell too from the information it gives us. So what I'm going to do is do this. What I'll do is I will copy and paste the IMEI there, go to check phone. And now we know it is a Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. It is not blacklisted, so it's clean and clear, meaning it's not on the blacklist. Now it is fully compatible with T-Mobile, but we don't know what carrier it is. All we know it's an S24 Ultra. It may be compatible with T-Mobile, but it might be an AT&T model. So we don't know if it's unlocked, and we don't know what carrier it is. Now from here, we will take the IMEI number, go to direct codes, and place a order and verify what carrier it is on. And all these instructions will be on our website in the links down below. So from here, let's go to direct codes. Let's copy this again. Okay, so now we are on direct code. So we'll take that IMEI, we'll go up here, and we will go to place order. Now we're going to need the device services right here. So we'll go to device services. Oh, I guess we're already in device services. Now, what we're going to do to find the Samsung network check, because we know what phone it is, but we need to know what carrier it is. And then we need to pull up the full device information after we find out carrier. So we'll go to Samsung Network Finders, first one that pops up. Now I think I already pulled the info on this, but that's the one you'll need right there. Now I have the IMEI, so let's go see if the results are in. So we'll go to order history, we'll go to device orders, and then you can filter it by the IMEI. So you can simply type in there, the IMEI. And here we go. So let's see what information we have on here. View info. So now we got Network Finder. You get the model, both IMEI, serial number, official. It's AT&T. United States AT&T, Violet, purchase date, coverage, warranty. So we know it is AT&T. So now we can go do an AT&T check. We know it's not blacklisted. It would have showed us on the T-Mobile. Now we can go run an AT&T check on it to see if it can be unlocked. So we'll copy and paste this and put this in the customer file, because we're going to send that to them. Okay, so now I pulled up, here's the customer info. So what I'm going to do is add note. Now I'm going to paste this in here because I'm going to send that to them. But first, I want to see if it's what the deal is with AT&T, right? So let me save this, And then we'll go back to direct codes and run an AT&T check. Let me copy this IMEI again. Okay, so here we are back at direct codes. We are going to need to place order, device services. Now, let's go to AT&T. So, AT&T services, iPhone check. It's Samsung. Now, it says iPhone and generic, right? That means iPhone or Android, right? Could be both. So what we're going to need to do is go to, here's check services. You can do a Blacklist status check. What I'm going to do is run a, watch, the one for AT&T you're going to need is write a status check. So there's no rejection. So that means you will get some sort of information back. So what you're going to need is, that's an unlock. Now, it says this. Clean unlock and status check, no rejection. If it will not unlock it, it'll give us the status back and give us the information on the device. So this will attempt to unlock it, or if it can't, it might need, you might need to order another one of these, right? Where it says, because we might, when it gives us the information back, status back, it might say can't unlock, device has not been active at least 60 days. So then we can take that information and run this service and it will unlock it. See what I'm saying? It'll run a basic unlock on that check service, and if not, it'll give us back information why it will not, and then you can come back here and run one of these. AT&T's weird like that. So we'll run this, submit it there, place order, and let me show you what one of these looks like. It'll look like this. This one says it's completed. And why can't I scroll over? Hang on one second. Let's see. Now, this one gave us, we can't unlock it because the device has been reported lost or stolen. And remember, we did run the iPhone generic and all models clean, unlock, and status check. Now we know on, this is not the same device that we're running the original check on. I'm just using this as an example. But from that AT&T status check service, now we know it's considered blacklisted, lost, or stolen. Now we can run an AT&T blacklist repair. Boom, and get that knocked out. Let me see if I can find another one. Actually, let's do this. You can go to filter, you can go to services, and it'll give you AT&T clean. So this will give you all the, so look at this. Wait 30 days. Now we can go run, there's a specific unlock for that where you can go, now you can unlock it with running that specific service, right? Unpaid payments. Can't unlock. See, here's another one. We can't unlock your device service for the device that was canceled within the 14-day return period. There's an unlock for that one. So you can, so that's why there's so many different ones for AT&T, because you can go back in here. See, has not been active within the last 60 days. IMEI issues. So canceled within the threshold. Here's one for past due, right? That would be unpaid. Where's the other one? There's so many different ones, but that's why you got to run that initial you have to run that initial service right here, status check, and then that'll give you, from the results from there, then you can go decide on what you need to unlock it for. But let me go back and get the IMEI here. And let's see if, let me refresh this. And let me see if it did come back. Okay, so that one is not. Filter, let's reset it. Now, let's say while I wait on that original one we checked, here's another IMEI that I ran that I'm going to send out to a customer. So this is a device IMEI check. Now, what I'll do, I'll copy this, copy the highlighted, paste it into the file, and/or email it to them, and paste this into the email, and then highlight in the email. It shows it's blacklisted and it's on Verizon. So then I'll say, hey, here's the results from the IMEI check. I also noticed it's blacklisted and it's blacklisted by Verizon. We can fix that for you, and here is the link you need to order to get it fixed. Boom. So then they'll get it and be like, damn, it's blacklisted. Oh, but they can fix it. Oh, okay. So, stuff like that. It churns and churns and churns. It creates customers. It creates revenue. It creates happy customers with you, because you're not really pushing them to order it, but they're ordering a free service. So you want to give them their free service, but you also want to throw in their mind, hey, we can fix it though, right? So they will remember. And even if it's not on this specific device, they'll come back for another device. And to give them a little extra incentive, you can create a promo code. And while you send them the link, hey, here's the service that can fix it if you're interested. By the way, here's a 5% off promo code to use next time you place an order, right? So then it's another incentive for them to order from you. So that's how I do device IMEI checks. I take that IMEI, I'll run it in the T-Mobile IMEI checker. Then I know what phone it is. Then from there, I take that IMEI into direct codes and then run a specific check. Now that I know if it's an iPhone or if it's an Android from the T-Mobile device IMEI checker. And then depending on what the results I get back in direct codes, I'll email that to them with a link in that email, responding email with their results saying, hey, here's your results. By the way, I noticed it's locked. We can fix it. Plus, here's a 5% off promo code if you order through us. All that has totaled in a couple $100,000 in revenue for us. So if you got any questions, hit me up. Our contact information should be wherever you're watching this, whether it's on our website or on YouTube. All of our contact information should be there. And if you got any questions, give me a holler. My name's Taylor. And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And make sure you become a member on our website as well. So we're building our own little Unlock community. So I do appreciate the time. And I will see y'all on the next one. Peace out.